this is Chris from DCT. How's everybody doing again? Sorry we haven't really done a YouTube video in a while. I've just been really busy with school and work and things like that. And I think Dan has had sick issues and family stuff going on. But hopefully we'll be using this channel a little bit more regularly. If you guys have not heard of us, we're Digimon Chat Talk. So we do the live Digimon podcast every week, live radio. So we hope you guys can tune in. It's either 6:30 or 11 o'clock on Tuesday nights. And recently, we've actually been talking about Digimon Cross Wars. Cross Wars, as you guys know, is the 6th Digimon season, and is really kind of on its own, but a lot of people do compare it to the storyline of Season 1. Season 1, as you guys know, is kind of the survival season that really jump-started the Digimon franchise, and Cross Wars continues that in a great fashion. So last 3 weeks we have talked about the original general arc of Digimon Cross Wars, which had the original generals of Tactmon, Lilithmon, Blastmon, and then it lets you introduce the Dark Knightmon and Bagaramon, and now we just recently had our last episode on the first 6 arcs of Digimon Cross Wars with the Death General arcs, which I want to thank Erwin Rivera once again for joining us for that episode. The brothers could not make it that day, so he helped us out in a great deal. We pretty much agreed it was the best Digimon arc we've ever seen in the whole franchise. I think it got Dan to thinking, who really doesn't watch the anime online, to possibly, see it in the future if it does not come out dubbed, because we're still waiting for that to hit America. But it's really invigorating to see that kind of a season. And it actually got us so much deep into conversation last week that we actually have to push the last arc of the Death Generals, which of course is the longest arc with Apollomon, and the conclusion against Bagaramon and Dark Knightmon, to one more episode, which will be tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. on Blog Talk Radio under Digimon Chat Talk. So we hope you guys who subscribe can join us or either download it. It's always on iTunes 24 hours after the show airs. Other than that, we pretty much have had pretty good shows. We've missed a couple of weeks here and there because of different things coming up between co-hosts and things like that. Luckily we did have Erwin Rivera on last week, and we had What the E got on a couple weeks ago that talked about Season 2. We also were joined with another fan, Chantel. She knows us on Facebook, and she joined us about talking about the first Cross Wars episode, which I think went over really well. Other than that, our archives are pretty big. We had our 1-year anniversary a couple weeks ago. That was really awesome. We want to thank all the fans who contributed and have supported us. People like Trey. Obviously, the brothers, they found us on iTunes and eventually wanted to be co-hosts, and they worked out pretty well. Other than that, Halloween's coming up. We are just so caught up in Cross Wars right now that we really just don't have time to do a Halloween special, but maybe we'll do a belated one. Dan's usually the one that likes to do the holiday stuff, so that'll totally be up to him since he is the boss. But other than that, after Cross Wars, we have a couple other topics that we have in the works that will take over for November. So we have things like Digimon villains, Digimon anti-heroes. We have other favorites from Tamers and from Frontier, from Data Squad, obviously Extra Wars. We have some more favorites we can do. And also, Extra Wars started Season 2, so hopefully eventually we're also going to have time to talk about Season 2 down the road once they get a little further along. I think they have about 2 episodes subbed, maybe not at the 2nd episode, but I know they definitely have the first one, and it's gotten pretty good hype so far. As of right now, the only character I know that does reappear is Taiki, but I did hear on another YouTube channel page that talks about Cross Wars that they are possibly having Mimi in this season. Apparently there's a lot of rumors that it's going to have some kind of crossover time loop thing where Digimon Cross Wars is going to interact with Seasons 1 and 2 of the franchise, which would be totally awesome, because we all know that those are the 2 most popular seasons in the whole franchise. So from what I heard is that Mimi was casted to do some of the voices, whoever her voice actress is. I don't know off the top of my head. But I don't know if that means she's just voicing Mimi as from Season 1 and 2, or if that means she's voicing a completely new character. Let's hope that it's in season 1 or 2, because then there's a chance of us, seeing maybe Izzy or Ty or Davis or Ken or Kari or someone like that. I think that would be awesome of how they interact that, and who knows if that would change something, maybe like the epilogue from season 2, and maybe it might change some like alternate endings or things like that. I mean, I think that would be totally awesome. So we really look forward to seeing that. And as always, if you guys have comments or concerns or suggestions, always let us know. We have we're only so much we can do. So if you guys have an episode that's like, there's this thing in Digimon franchise you guys have never talked about. So go ahead and subscribe to our channel, post it on the videos, send us it to a message to our channel, or go on Facebook or Twitter and, just get in contact with us. And we're always looking for people to be on the show as guests. So if you guys are ever interested and you want to voice your thoughts on a topic that we have coming up, send us a message and we'll be able to Skype you in. So I want to thank everybody so much for their support, and we will see you guys Wednesday for the conclusion of Digimon Cross Wars Season 1.